Oh, I hit the wrong button before. Hello, hello. It's me. I'm here on Friday. Yes, it is Friday. I had to double check. Had to double check. I was able to work from home today. What a wonderful day. Good morning. Good evening. Good evening. I snow. It snowed. We love we love snow. We love when snow just covers your driveway. So then you can't get out of your driveway. And then I had to walk down my driveway to catch a ride to go somewhere. About 500 feet, not too bad, but the snow was like, I don't know, 6 inches. Supposed to snow more. Snow, snow, snow. All it does is snow. I can't wait for summer and fall. Wish we could skip spring, but unable to do that. Unable to do that. Um, oh, that was me. Complaining about snow. Yes. Okay. Starting Act 2 of Vast Air today. Um, yeah. Um, think. Yeah. Uh, okay. Trying to remember. So, okay. Yeah, just get right into this. So, um, so this is the girl from the way back, and then also the one in that final little, I guess, flash page, huh? Huh. Bu- bu- Okay. Watch out. It is here that you. Ah. it is here that the most crucial character of our story makes herself known. Most crucial. Okay. Enter a name. Some some pad she got here. Some pad. Ah, the most crucial character in Vast Air. Some pad she has here. What is this? That like a power distribution type thing? It's a big battery. I mean, I guess what else could this be? Yeah, that probably is just a battery. Okay. Your name is Elsie Rains. You belong to a one of a kind bloodline unique to yourself, your ancestor, and your Lusai. No one else on the entire planet, dead or alive, has ever shared the specific shade you have running through your veins. As such, your custodians have spent the majority of their time teaching you how to survive on the run from danger, scrounging what you're able from the environment around you. They came to you as soon as you were born, taking you in as their own, and you love them all dearly, as maddening as their overprotectiveness can be at times. What is that? Weird looking alien skull or something. A non a non-negligible amount of lost memories are more than familiar to you due to the forgotten knowledge your Lusai have entrusted you with. They are part of your inheritance, which also includes special artifacts your ancestors left to you after her death. Ancestor, an enchanted book of ancient wisdom, and a hexed staff, ornamented with the skull of a creature you don't know much about. I spent last night in genuine misery thanks to a fever and the muscle pains that come with it. Ow. Uh, No, that was like a month ago. So I think there's someone else who was like sick in chat. It was Rose Multiverse. I think they were sick. I wonder if they're still. I wonder if they're still kicking. No, it's terrible. As per usual for me, Elsie uses she/they. This will not matter to the plot. In some stories, that does matter to the plot, though. In some stories. Uh, you spend a majority of your time studying your book, which has taught you how to craft personal incantations and elixirs. Just as she once had, you absolutely do not partake in that awful, hypocritical fortune telling nonsense, which you loathe with a fierce passion. If anyone claims they can predict the future, they are either a deluded fool or a filthy liar. It does not affect the plot, I remember. Okay. Not that you're entirely innocent on the last front, but you still have your dignity, damn it. Your more casual interests include the art of the dance, which you find is a particularly joyful and exhilarating activity, on top of being a great way to work out your frustrations when words fail you. You've also taken a you've also taken to a bit of interior decorating in an attempt to make your tiny tent feel a little more cozy. You're getting pretty good at it. You've settled down on this new location quite recently, right next to right next to one of your few precious friends. You think you're finally going to introduce yourself to him soon, if you can work up the nerve to, that is. Okay, so they're just scaring the shit out of ArcJet because they're just because of social anxiety, basically. Your troll tag is not really social anxiety, but just anxiety. Your troll tag is exist existier oracle, and you speak the tongue of the vivifier, even if it's a little off-putting. What will you do, Elsie? Examine cloak. Cloak. A handy disguise that keeps your identity somewhat hidden when you are out and about. You don't want to think about what would happen if you were to fall on the wrong. Oh, if it were to fall on the wrong hands. Your blood is an abnormal source of boundless vitality, and that is no secret to the world at large. Who knows what intentioned actors would do to you in order to gain access to this power? Who knows what they'll do with it? There's only one person on the planet who you trust to handle this sort of thing with goodwill, which is why you've been supplying him with a regular share of samples for sweeps now. You just wished he'd messaged. You just wish he'd message you more often. Elsie, take a peek outside your tent. Bop. You poke your head out. Just to make sure the coast is clear, the protective spell you routinely cast over your runaway hut doesn't always like to work. Checking for intruders is a common ritual at this point. Psst, she's a real lime blood, the true sign of an OC guy who has a lime blood OC. Okay. Oh, okay. Luckily, you have a few someones to help out with that. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Just the male pride main, a component of the vocal tri-headed beast of unknown origin, lovingly licking its slender horned female integrant as the quiet and reserved back trailing Slithervane takes a much needed break. Yep, those are your custodians, all right. Elsie, commit arson. Now we're talking. You already accidentally do that so often that you really don't need to be going around intentionally lighting things on fire. You live inside a tent, for goodness sake. Damn. Turn on the lights. Bop. Okay. You channel all of your inner strength into your fingers, and then you heave your solar powered battery into its proper slot. Oh, okay. So it is a solar powered battery. Okay. I say a second passes, and presto, changeo magnifico. You've successfully harnessed the eternal forces of electricity in order to light up your humble hive. Elsie, I'm sure you've messaged. I think I start playing like 70s music and just chill out, vibe out. Wait a second. Do your eyes deceive you? Could that really be him? You sent your last message days ago. You'll have to read it to believe it. Elsie, flop belly first under your pillows and check Scorp. Bob. Kind of an awkward angle, but okay, okay. Scary. Uh, scary theme they got for Scorp. Uh, well, what do you know? Tonight really is just full of surprises. Your Scorp theme is called Formative Fundamentals, and it allows you quicker, more circular methods of accessing your chat fodder. The design itself is based on a legend of magical influences hidden in the past. A legend which you know is very much real, unlike the plentiful naysayers. Elsie, answer trusted person. Oh, it's this guy again. Wrote his name. Uh, hmm. Hey, are you there? I know you're busy and all, but when you get the chance to, I'd love to talk for a bit. Bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hello. Da-da. Fucking, fucking mood. Uh, it'd really be like this. Did they talk last time? I don't think. I don't remember all these dots, so I'm assuming they didn't. Okay, the dots are just around O's. Okay. I'll do some on my voice again. Yeah, 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 yeah. He's me. Okay. He is me. Hello. I I apologize for not getting to you sooner. I do know it's been several days. I'm afraid I do not have a lot of time to spare, but I figured you at least deserved a quick response. Ah, hi, darling. Well, it's a little late now, but thanks for saying something. What's what's got you so wrapped up this time? I believe that I believe that I am finally on the verge of a breakthrough. It's been a long time since I have felt so strongly about this. We might truly have a chance to save this world. I plan to head back out and collect more specimens for further studying. Hopefully, it will be the last time. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm sure you'll get there soon enough. And you better let me know when you do. I, of all people, would definitely want to hear about your wonderful miraculous cure. I will do my best to keep you up to date with the latest information pertaining to my experiments. Because without this, no, without you, our planet would likely perish entirely. I hope you can forgive these past conversational transgressions, my dear. There are many things I want to do in this life, but you should know that ignoring you is certainly not one of them. However, you do still understand the importance of this work, yes? Yeah, of course. I know it's a big deal, especially to you, most of all. And I'm not trying to get you to think that you shouldn't be doing it or anything. It's a really admirable effort, and I believe in you. You're a big smarty pants. I just wish I could get to see you a bit more, is all. If this works out as well as I think it will, perhaps we can make that happen. That'd be great. Well, seeing as we both want that, I should be heading out now. Tonight is going to be a big night. Wish me luck out there, if you please. Okay. I most certainly wish you the best of luck. Please tell me how it goes later. All right. I love you. Thank you. I will do my best for everyone. Damn. Damn. You don't think you're asking for too much, are you? Of course, you admire your mate Spurt's ambition, but you can't help feeling ignored, a little pushed to the wayside, and after you've given him everything, even your literal lifeblood. You didn't use to feel like this. It, it had always been so easy to trust him in the integrity of your relationship. Oh, and the integrity of your relationship. But it's been so long since you've last seen each other in person, you're starting to feel you've been felt very good lately. And he seems just fine somehow. Is there something wrong with you? You might have to ask for some reassurance. Damn. Elsie, ask precious friend for reassurance. Oh, okay. Uh, wow, it's been a couple of weeks. I have to go back in time again. Wow. The the Yankees, am I right? Um, Preseason baseball. Yeah, we love baseball. I'm a big baseball man. Whoa, why is it so big? Okay. XD plus infinity. I'm also clicking on the button too. Okay. ArcChat animated humorist suggests that you snugly cradle yourself into your preferred selection of ash cushioning because you're about to be intimately familiar with the non existent cacophony of an absolutely no sound of, at all. Damn. Fucked up. Oh, come on. You're reading these messages? I can tell you know. XD. Wow. I am continuously bewildered at your pre pre preternal wait no preternatural uh pre- preternatural. I can't. My brain's not working right now. I was walking through snow. Walking through snow takes a lot out of somebody. Preternatural. Oh, that is how you say that. Okay. Wow. Who would have guessed it was spelled exactly how it look? It sounded exactly how it looks. Ah, wow. I'm continuously bewildered at your preternatural ability to know when I have absolutely nothing better to do with my time other than wait for you to come blabbering in my direction. XDXD. XDXD. Let it be known that Elsie Reigns is the current worldwide champion of stating the fucking obvious. XDXD. XDXD. I'm very impressed. XDXD. Can you please not make fun of me right now? It's fine and good most of the time, but I am really not in the mood tonight. XDXD. Oh, XDXD. XDXD. Fuck, I'm sorry. XDXD. No, it's fine. I'm sorry too. It's just, uh, I don't know. I feel strange. I've been feeling strange a lot lately, or rather, stranger than usual. I want to talk seriously for a second, if that's okay. XDXD. I mean, I think that's all I really do. XDXD. I'm not sure what you're expecting to be different from regular me here. XDXD. Just answer a question real quick and then I'll leave you alone and be honest. XDXD. Okay, sure. XDXD. Do you think I'm likable? Like, do you, do you think there's anything special about me or my personality? XDXD. No. XDXD. Oh, fuck. Hey. Oh, XDXD. I meant no. That's not a question I'm going to answer because it's really stupid of you to ask me in the first place, XDXD. You're right. Glad I can always count you for some helpful advice. XDXD. Is this because is this a is this because of your mate spread? XDXD. The blue guy? XDXD. Well, the other blue guy? XDXD. I don't know. I don't know him that well, other than the fact that he's kind of awkward. The man's so overly polite it makes me want to crawl into the nearest available hole whenever we make eye contact. XDXD. Yeah. At least I think it could be about him. I might just be feeling needy. I'm honestly not sure what's wrong. XDXD. Okay, how do I put this? What you're asking me here isn't what you're really asking. XD. Everyone's likable traits are like defecation hatches. XD. They're there to hold all the shit in until it inevitably has to go down the drain. XD. And then you're also inevitably stuck with the mess afterwards. XD. You can clean it up, sure, but the smell never fully goes away. XD. Arjak, what the fuck does that mean? XD. It means you have to deal with your shit as it comes. XD. You're you and you have to stick with yourself no matter what, just like everyone else. XD. I think your lesson got lost in translation, but it's the thought that counts. So thank you, I guess. XD. You're simply going to have to deal with the shit. Oh, deal with the shit of me not being the best moral support. XD. See, my introspective lessons are already paying their dividends. XD. Did it get those emotional juices flowing like you wanted? XD. Not really. But you gave me an honest answer at least. I guess you're probably right. Maybe I am just overthinking it. XD. Well, if you weren't looking for the cold hard truth, your biggest and first fox pox wasn't even on those grounds. XD. The busted heel you are now sporting is attributed to picking just about the worst spokesperson on the planet when it comes to uplifting, endearing speeches. XD. Next time you need a pick me up, feel free to do so approximately 1 million expenses away from me. XD. Advice free of charge. Go and tell your friends. XD. Oh. So this lesson is actually about you. Huh. Pretty selfish to flip it into your own problems like that. XD. I don't have to take this back talk. XD. Yet here you are, taking it. And you wish to continue to take it because it's me you're talking to. XD. Maybe I was wrong about one other thing. Maybe you are the one who needs all of the introspection and shouldn't be handing it off to everyone else all willy-nilly. XD. Oh, of course. Why don't I just start from the ground up and really align those goddamn chakras so I can expand my soul and stretch it all the way towards absolute fucking tedium? XD. You know what? Why don't I give myself a new name just for fun? Hell, how about 2 new names? XD. Both of them will suck very hard, and then I'll go right back being plain old Arcjack. I'm a jerk who'd rather die than take a single step inside my block, Virat. Because you can never actually escape yourself, but whatever, XDXD. Hey, you don't know that. Maybe something amazing could come out of a little break from your downer routine. XDXD. Now you're just forcing my hand, XDXD. Am I? XDXD. Oh yeah. You have no idea what you just brought onto me. XDXD, XDXD. I'm gonna break my downer routine, alright? XDXD, XD. Well. And here I thought you were so adamant about continuing to do absolutely nothing. Just like always. XDXD. What I'm going to do is find even cleverer ways to continue doing absolutely nothing. Just you wait, XDXD. Alright, Jack, come on. Stop being dumb. XDXD. Nope. This is happening. XDXD, XDXD. And remember, that's all your fault. Boom. He then proceeded to just that and displayed previously witnessed. Do that and previously played. And the witness. Is it the first? Is it the first conversation? Oh no, it's just the whole story. Okay. I guess that meant yeah. Never mind. Bomb. Oh, she put the cloak on. So this must be before she enters the story then. Like right before it. She's about to go over, I assume? You spring up to your feet, suddenly feeling energized. You think it's high time to capitalize on the promise you've been making yourself out for so long. Talking to Artjack does tend to make you feel better, even if he's not one to put things in the most delicate way possible. So, you don your cloak and get ready to make a move. The nerve to visit your friend finally gathered. You need to act on it fast before you lose it all over again. It's happened every single time you've tried before. There is a lot he needs to know about you. You've known him for far too long to be comfortable keeping any secrets. And you're also just plain tired of hiding your true colors from him. Metaphorically, that is. Bop. As you leave, you bid your guardian a quick goodbye. You don't get an answer in return, which you were fully expecting. This silent vigil on today's date has been a tradition of theirs for as long as you can remember. A tradition you don't entirely understand, but who are you to question it? If it is important to them, you are more than happy to leave them be. Bop. Besides, you don't always need words to communicate your feelings. And then she like dances out of there. Oh. At this moment, however, you wish you could use them. You wish you could scream. You think to yourself as your throat closes up in horror. You wish screaming would have been of any use at all had he heard you. Most of all, you wish you had done something sooner. Oh, so this is right when he enters, huh? But you are so very tired of wishing, and you are so very tired of feeling hopeless. Oh, helpless. Wow. You have to find him. No. Elsie, search hive. Fuck, I need I need a pet. Ah, no, I can't though. I can't though. I travel too much for a pet at the moment. Uh, most of the items inside, most of the items inside seem to have either fallen to the ground or been broken in some way. Those meteors must have shaken this place hard. I suppose that would also explain the tear in his roof right above the ablution chamber. Although this doesn't really look like it was caused by a thing of that size. His Ritzbert block is in no different condition, and he is also not here. You are starting to freak out a little. Other than the giant hole in the wall, all that you can see are a couple of cans strewn about on the floor, a chair that's somehow split in half, a weird container of and some sort, and one extremely agitated custodian. Elsie, examine hole in the wall. Bop. You have no idea what could have possibly caused this. No mere ransacker would go this far for some breaking and entering. That stuff is supposed to be sneaky, you think. There seems to be no clear cut explanation for the ruined hive, much less the pillars and the everything else. Maybe you can find yourself a witness. Elsie, interview witnesses. A witness, okay. Oh, damn, wait. He looks angry, like kind of angry here. He looks like hurt. Where's Arcjack at? Type shit. Before you even start to finish your question, Arcjack's Lucius is already hopping around your feet and screaming his little lungs out. He says that not too long ago, his boy fell through the window, came back inside covered in mud, cleaned himself up, and didn't even acknowledge his dear old Lucius. He then arranged a pile of papers around himself before falling asleep, only to be assaulted by a strange floating thing a few hours later. Oh, he had tried to protect his boy, but there were so many loud noises outside that he simply hid behind the refrigerator. Alas, before he even had the chance to react, there was a loud crash and the rushing around the wind, and then his boy was gone, and the entire hive shook with with an explosive force. He says that he's been trying to find him for a long time, but he can't leave this room. He is extremely worried. His boy always does such troubling things after he goes to sleep. Nothing good can come out of this situation. He is begging you to help him find his boy. Oh, best character right here. Uh, you, of course, did not understand any of that. An unfortunate turn of events as chatting with Fauna usually tends to work out in your favor. In order to assuage his obvious distress, you pick the little guy up and offer him a solemn pats on the back. This seems to comfort him well enough. Decides to perch atop your head, ready to aid you in your, thus far, fruitless quest. Elsie, check computer for cues. Whoa, clues. Whoa. Don't look at a man's computer. You're surprised this thing is intact, considering all the catastrophic events that seem to have happened in and around Arjek's hive. Just a normal, functional computer. Well, maybe functional is a bit of a stretch because, goddamn, this thing is slow. But your point still stands. You really don't want to snoop and invade his privacy, but hang on a second. Group memo? You can't even remember the last time you had one of these. There is absolutely no way Artjack would willingly stick himself into one, unless there was a very good reason for it. If this is some sort of important group wide announcement, surely you should have been invited, right? You proceed to investigate a conversation we have already read. The picture becomes crystal clear once you find out who orchestrated said memo. Oh, you are very angry. Elsie, troll Merritt for answers. Bum bum bum. About it done. Oh, which one was this one again? Oh, yeah, I gotta go back. It's been too long. It's been too long. Hit the mute button and I travel in time. Um, oh, it's Vriska Circuit right there. Wow, I love Vriska. Oh wait. Okay, wait. I know. I remember this guy. Uh, um, XD. What the hell is going on? XD. Ah, shit, what's up? Man, are you all the way in? Damn, you're being speedy. Could have sworn it was gonna take you at least another couple bits for Honkamaniac to slam away at her fragile ego. But I gotta admit, I'm proud. You sound chipper though. Thought you'd change your tune a long while back. Also, would have appreciated it if you joined us in the fur game before. This isn't complained. Oh, complain about. Complained about it the whole time. But I really can't ask too much out of you, I guess. So, did you guys finally agree to canoodle your noodles? XD. Oh my god, shut up. Stop saying all this weird nonsense. XD. I mean, humorous now. XD, Erico. What? What were you talking about in this memo? Where's Arcjack? Why is his hive destroyed and surrounded by all these cryptic stone structures? Why wasn't I included in the memo about whatever this important game is in the first place? Answer me. Oh, it's you. Go fuck yourself. Eh, what? What the actual fuck is your problem? I've hardly ever spoken a word to you in my life, and then you just start acting like I'm the worst person in the planet. What did I do to make you hate me so much? Seriously, I want to know now. Boom. All right then, I'll tell you exactly what the problem is in plain terms. Listen to me and listen good, Elsie. I know who you are. I know what you've done. If you if you really want to help him, and if you really care about any of the people in this group, then stay back. We don't need your bullshit inside this game. Do not fuck with me. Bum. No. Well, seems like you won't be getting any help for the time being, at least not from this asshole. You feel like you have a lot of catching up to do. Bop. Dun dun. Transition to the next character, I assume. Bop. Bop. Yeah, it's like Soul Eater type, man. You are now Arcjet, currently more than a little pained after experiencing a very bad case of landing right on your face. You seem to be lying on a big round plate, suspended by mysterious means in the middle of an endless white void. What will you do? Arcjet, recap your situation. Bop. Okay, let's see. You wiped out for the second consecutive time in the same night, after being pushed through a weird portal by a very tangible game construct, as your skull's gentle throbbing insists on reminding you. You are here, which is not about as specific as you can get because you have no fucking clue where you are. Oh yeah, and before all that, you experienced what can only be described as as your own personal brand of the seventh circle of hell. Not the worst wriggling day you've ever had, as it turns out. Arjek ponder recent events. Bop. You'd rather not. Bum. Get in contact with Jazz. Blue Moon. Okay. Haha. Okay, sure. There's absolutely nothing you want to say to her right now, or ever for that matter. Besides, you have no way of doing that. Your computer is back at your hive, and you have no time to and you had no time to grab a more portable means of communication in your rush. Seems you're stuck here with nothing but your scythe, a scrapbook you don't want to open, and some soda. Archek, worry about the fate of your planet. But oh, it was not a moon. It's I assume breath. You can't, no matter how much you want to care. Your apathy always has a way of running deeper than your fear or your latent sentimentality. You can't bring yourself to do that. Not right now. Or check your surroundings. But, hmm. You know what? You think you're just going to stay right here, with your head firmly matted against this cold gray discus forever. You're examining it very closely. Not like there was much more to check around here anyway. Eh, you suppose if this game wants you here for a reason, you may as well try to find out what it is. Who knows? Maybe the answer is standing right in front of you. Wouldn't that be a nice surprise? Arctic, get up. Ooh, S page. Be goofy or be serious? I can be turned up. Oh my god, it's bird stuff. No, what was that called? Feather stuff? Feather beds? Oh, we got dragons. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. They're all dragons, but they'll probably all be different types of mystical creatures. Uh, some kind of breath dragon. Uh, sorry, I was mentioning feather stuck because of like this thing. Feather bent. This is like a a visual novel that caught my eye a little bit, just because of this one's like fully voice acted apparently. It serves as a homestead for the economy of inhabitants, perches or passive, independent, nomadic in nature, and hunters who are built stronger, fiercer, and with a higher population count, and a complex social structure sorted rigidly by caste, the head of which make up the current ruling class. Whether you're living by the light of mushrooms in the dark and damp understory, with the bright, highly coveted spaces of the leafy canopy, or the windy upper class heights of the emergent, two classes live in harmony alongside one another, with all citizens celebrating their prosperity with a year and tradition known as the sweep. When John Egbert carelessly treads the forbidden reaches of the forest floor, however, he finds that it shelters more than a few treacherous secrets about the place he was once proud to call home. Yeah. This caught my attention just because it seemed like a pretty high effort. It seemed very high effort, and I was very interested in this. And from the 4 people who voted on it, not bad. Not bad in rankings. Oh, ratings. Dragon with breath and prospect colors. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Back to Vaster. No idea what this is. It's a random visual novel I found that was in the collection, and it seemed very high effort, so it was worth looking into a little bit in my mind. Archet, get up. Bum bum bum. Uh, Greetings. Greetings. You must be Archek Vurat. It is nice to meet you. Hero of Breath. XD. Huh? XD. Haha. XD. Yeah. Yeah, that's like that's a nerdy looking dragon in my mind. XD. Ha 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 ha. Ah. XD. Whoa, he's smiling technically. XD. 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 And just what in the hell do you think is so funny about this situation? XD. I'm honestly not too sure. What do you find funny about this? About it? Really, all this laughter is kind of freaking me out a little. XD. You're freaked out, XD. I don't know if it's just me, but this dragon reminds me of someone. XD. You're freaked out, XD. Do you even grasp what it means to be freaked out? XD. Tell me, which option sounds more alarming to you? Some random idiot you just met taking a moment to laugh hysterically for no apparent reason, or a gargantuan mass of air revealing itself to be a mystic ball of transmogrifying energy. A massive air transmogrifying energy and manifesting to a blue dragon thing right in front of your eyeballs. XD. Oh, and it also somehow knows your name, which is always a sign that things are about to be very normal. XD. Ah, right. Sorry. Where are my manners? Should I have stayed silent at first? That would have given you more time to collect yourself. I can always try doing that now. XD. I have no idea what you should be doing, blue dragon thing. XD. As for me, I think my main course of action will be to try and suppress the mesmeric burst of terror that's about an inch or so away from coating my drawers. XD. Oh, that was pretty funny. We should have done the laughter bit here, but there's no need for any of that. XD. I beg to differ. Oh, I beg to wholly differ. XD. Look, let's just agree to disagree on this, because I am really holding myself back right now. XD. That fit you just saw? That was a desperate cry for help. That's someone who needed to get their emotions out of their chest cavity somehow in order to retain what little sanity they have left. XD. Is the rambling also a cry for help? XD. Maybe. XD. I mean, what else am I supposed to do here? XD. I'm standing on a big gray plate in the middle of literal nowhere. Talking to a goddamn magic dragon. XD. If this is the fairy tale scenario that this game wanted to drop me into, then I'd like to be written the fuck out. XD. I'm afraid that's a little, well, impossible. But my intention is only to provide you with valuable information. Rest assured, if you give me just a moment to do so, you will feel much better. XD. I will. XD. Will I? Really? XD. Trust me, you will. Maybe not as much as you wish, but for the moment, definitely. I have given this spiel more time than either of us can count, and I know its most likely outcomes. XD. Isn't that just stellar? XD. Okay, fine. Go for it, I guess. I need a minute to recover some shreds of sanity anyway. XD. Maybe they're hiding just off the edge of this platform. I would prefer if you didn't tread over there yet. Otherwise, ahem. Eh? Zahan Peru. Peru. Zahan Peru. Peru. Something like that. My name is Zahan Peru. I would like to consider myself a friend, and I am here to help you prepare for your journey ahead. I am one of the 13 forces that will be integral during you and your friends' play. Forces that are key to reach the ultimate goal your group will aspire to. In the process of your entry, you also released me from my confines. I then accompanied you through the portal and inside the medium. My role is that of the denizen of breath, one of the 12 aspects of existence. These 12 aspects are all embodied by your party. You, Archek, are a unique vessel given the chance to grow into your own personal class, set to yield great power. All in due time, of course. We are 12 halves of a whole, a bond yet to be formed. The purpose I serve you is to act as both an ally and as the guardian of a new world. A world that will be molded by your actions taken right here on this platform. Dun dun. X60. Okay, that's all well and good, X60. As believable as anything else I've heard so far. So I'll toss my reservations aside for the moment and just try to roll with this. XDXD. Even if my night's been a pretty fucking long and arduous one, XDXD. You'll have to forgive me for being a little on the pretty fucking pissed side of things, XDXD. Anyway, you haven't actually said anything useful and I'm still confused as hell, XDXD. Vague intrigue and try-hard awe-inspiring wonder aren't really going to down my protein chute in a particularly smooth way, XDXD. If you don't mind sparing me the trouble, it would be nice if we could just get to the simple answers that point me in the productive direction. XDXD. Where specifically are we? In this oh so wonderful medium full of merriment. That would be a good start, XDXD. Like I said, the specifics of that are up to you. We are hardly anywhere as of now. You're standing on top of a blank slate, a canvas that can only be filled at once. You show me what you want and, most importantly, need. This world will be made as a representation of yourself, your desires, and your challenges. It might not be something you'll find pleasant to navigate, but it will be tailored to encourage and facilitate your growth. XDXD. Oh, I get it now. XDXD. You, and also whatever other mysterious associates you may have, are just trying to give me a trail of intrigue-flavored wheat bits, in a vain attempt to lead me towards some sort of amorphous self-realization fantasy, a fantasy that you, for some reason, think is plausible. XDXD. Good on you for clearing it all up for me, while also clearing up absolutely nothing. I can now press forward with full confidence, still not knowing a damn thing about the current situation, XDXD. To be fair, we're not allowed to just hand you the answers. If we did, there would be nothing to learn. Besides, the finer details you seek can't be explained until this land generates itself. I don't believe giving you too broad a scope would be beneficial at this stage. I can, however, give you a general explanation. A planet entirely unique to you will soon be manifested, part of a larger system of planets called the Medium. Before you entered and brought me in with you, this place contained nothing. This empty shell of the world has been through many cycles, neighboring your universe in all of them. It has been this way for an amount of time too vast to be quantified. From my perspective, I have been bound to it for just as long, as well as the rest of my counterparts. Each of us represent a piece of the central force this medium revolves around, the nucleus at its heart, currently referred to as Gaia. It is a living force enveloped by a powerful shield that you have started to break by completing your entry and misdirecting the meteor you just escaped. XD. Hang on. That doesn't sound right. XD. I was out of the loop right until my entry, but I was briefed on what would be happening before one of my friends. XD. He's actually way worse at explaining things than either of you or this game, which is kind of impressive. XD. Anyway, he mentioned that my hive, and also me, if I didn't make it for whatever reasons, would end up crushed under a metric shit ton of molten skyrocks. XD. Now, I can't really just confirm what happened after I was tossed in here, but I don't think he was feeding me any falsehoods. XD. At least not purely technical ones. XD. So by all accounts, that section of the planet should be a debris-filled sinkhole by now. XD. With my luscious in the middle of the rubble. XD. Poor guy. XD. If you fail to activate your gates, then yes, that would be correct. But since you successfully completed your task, a second gate formed above your home, keeping the meteor from destroying that section of your planet. The meteor has instead barreled into the shield I just mentioned. A shield that is quite the novelty, actually. I'm sure this new setup was orchestrated for your benefit, though. XD. So, the meteors are just a time-based mechanic meant to scare you shitless into compliance. XD. What's even the point of sending them away like that if they're completely irrelevant? XD. That's where you are mistaken. These meteors have always had a purpose. In all past sessions, they were used to destroy what remained of the player's planet in order to provide an incentive and clear the way for something new. But this time around, your planet will be used as an integral component of the game's puzzle. XD. And what's the point of this Skya place in our specific puzzle? XD. Simple. To crack it open and use what's inside. XD. XD. Why? XD. That's not something you should worry about yet. XD. But it will be. XD. Yes. XD. Man, aren't I just so important tonight? XD. I wish I heard all of this stuff earlier. XD. Now I have to be both important and useful. Two traits I can't say I wear on my chest with pride. XD. So, what's my one-way ticket to becoming a god among worms and playing this magical game? XD. There are many ways you can go about this, some more effective than others. The self-determination aspect is quite important. The exact path of your choosing is ultimately up to you. Your specific class has a tendency to be a bit troublesome, but I'm sure you will come to your own conclusions and rise above this challenge. New experiences and progress will make everything clearer in due time, but you can't take your first step until you have somewhere to walk. XD. Well, I'd sure like to have it, please. XD. Where's the blissful fantasy world which will allow me my true self to blossom? XD. I'm starting to feel a little cheated. XD. My upcoming review of your game is not looking squeaky clean right now, let me tell you. XD. Well, we have barely gotten to talking about you. That's the best part of the process. In my eyes, anyways. So please, go ahead. I'm putting all of the airs for you. On all of the airs for you. Dragon John are hilarious. XD. I think you are using that phrase wrong. XD. Yes, I am. XD. I don't want to talk about myself. XD. Oh, why is that? XD. Because there really isn't much to say. XD. I don't do anything ever. XD. Things just happen to me. I don't make things. XD. And this particular dates had a wild propensity for that overall. XD. Is today a special day for you outside of these current circumstances? XD. You could say that. XD. It's It's a lot. XDXD. A lot of what? XDXD. Just a lot. XDXD. Well then, that's all I needed to hear. XDXD. What? Really? XDXD. No, not really. XDXD. Fuck you. XDXD. Why don't you tell me the reason why this day is so special to you? XDXD. It's my wriggling day. XDXD. Your what? XDXD. My wriggling day. XDXD. XDXD. The end and start of the end and start date of my the end and start date of a new personal lunar cycle specific to me, being as it was the official calendar designation of my spawning from our artificial birthing process. XDXD. Wow. Your species really has such a way with words. XDXD. Thanks. XDXD. XDXD. This is pointless and exactly why I didn't want to get into it in the first place. XDXD. No, I think there are other reasons. I can't tell you that there is something carefully tucked away beneath your prickly exterior that is crying out for a helping hand, yet you refuse to let it out. This fact alone says more than 1,000 words ever could. But as I mentioned, I have dealt with your kind before. I know your workings better than you yourself might realize them yet. I know where your true morals lie because I embody those ideals. You wouldn't be here with me otherwise. XDXD. Ideals? XDXD. XDXD. What ideals could I possibly have? XDXD. XDXD. I can't even stand on my own 2 feet on better days. Now can you tell me what I have high-minded allegiances to anything? XDXD. Bop. Boom. Aspects are a congregation of various essential needs within a working soul. Existence would not be palpable without them. Breath is the air you take into your lungs to make your body move, to propel you forward. The embodiment of the intangible need for freedom, for growth. You reflect that. You have always done so. The beauty of choices, the thrill of not being bound by a singular, confining option, the power to change. It is what you are. It is what we are. And change is what you will do. Bump. My assumption that Archer would have gotten different innocence of breath if he were a person, of a different person. Maybe. Or it could just be all breath players are the same. No. Because it could be implications that not anyone can just like even be in the game, kind of. All players start this game in the same way. What you must consider is how you want to differ from others you have shared these confines with. To break free of a mold you made yourself, by yourself. How will you do so? This is the question which your ultimate quest will be based on. At the end of it, I will be waiting for you. I would really like for you to come find me again, Archek. But if you can't, I promise that I will be there to lift you back up until you are able to keep moving forward. Mop. Oh. Oh. I was expecting something. I was expecting him to like touch him, like give him like a little bop. Bop. It's like RuneScape ruins. Oh. Bop. Does this color it in then? Black and white color, maybe? Nope, it is black and white. Okay. Dun 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 dun. For some reason, this reminds me of like Wind Waker. I don't know why. I haven't played Wind Waker since I was like, oh, I don't know, 10 maybe? World loaded. Land of Mirage and Monochrome. Be the other blue guy. Huh. Huh. I wonder what those are. Are those preachers? People? Huh. Be the other blue guy. Low mom. Oh? Serum injected into subject's bloodstream. Standing by for evaluation. No resurgence of vital signs after 2 minutes. Documenting results. Other blue guy. Document results. This guy is pretty interesting. Results remain undocumented. Reason, writing pad and writing utensil missing from service tray. Huh? How? Assistant must have taken tray items. Perhaps he's using them to document your observations for you? I don't think he can, man. He is not. Yeah. Yeah. He tried. This is absolutely useless. But his effort, appreciated. Just what I said, essentially. Subject revive. Oh. Oh, he's a feisty one. Subject vitals suddenly at peak activity. Strength seems temporarily increased. Complete revitalization debatable. Hostility displayed. Armor strength is compromised. Remind a loyal assistant that loosening is the opposite of tightening. Laser kind. Oh, shit. Affirmative action now regretfully necessary. Terminating subject. Other blue guy. Terminate. Psh. Fucking a James Bond villain type shit. Sorry, someone's playing music in the background. Body desecrated. Blood everywhere. Sigh. Low and upset. Narrative style. Changing accordingly. The mess is delegated to your assistant. You are sure he will perform an admirable work in cleaning it up. Admirable work. Cleaning it up. He should know what to do from here. It would be better to do it yourself, of course, but you don't have the time to deal with menial issues. Tonight is going to be a big night, not just for you, but for the whole planet. Enter name Douglas Frankenstein or something. Akius Koliad. Oh, okay. Akius Koliad, something like that. Yada yada. Your name is Akius Koliad. You are a very ambitious man with an equally ambitious goal: planetary salvation. A majority of your life has been spent pursuing restoration of departed souls, with the hope of eventually arriving at untethered immortality. Despite these seemingly impossible goals, you have made large strides in progress over the last two sweeps, all thanks to the addition of lime blood, which you have discovered holds potent, life giving properties. It is a gift and a closely guarded secret bestowed upon you by your mate Sprit. Your current research focus lies on the reanimation of the parasitic undead that roam the wasteland you reside in. A desolate, skull titan graveyard littered with the bones of those fallen giants. Your luscious, a monolithic annelid known as an oeworm. Oeworm? Oeworm. I'm gonna call it an oeworm. Helps with keeping the walking cadavers at bay. By eating most of your specimens, it's bothersome at times, being left with nothing but slim pickings for your work, but it does make your research site safer. You suppose it's the thought that counts. Regardless, you have managed to make do. One of your most recent successes has been regulated to cleaning duties. Your treasured assistant, Rogi. He was artificially created using various body parts you scrounged from corpses, then imbued with lime blood, which needs to be replenished every so often. His name is an acronym of rust, ochre, green, and indigo, after the blood shades he was crafted from. It took you some time to come up with that. You might not be very good at naming things. His body is sadly not capable of self maintenance, though. Oh, though he is much more even tempered than your other test subjects. As a downside, Rogi seems to be incapable of higher cognition and reasoning, relegated to more base impulses and simple directives. You have hypnosis, hypothet, uh, hypothes, hypothesized? Yeah, hypothesized. This may be due to his never having had an original soul to draw from, significantly lower you on your priority list. You have a couple of other interests that keep you occupied. On the very off chance that you are busy with your work, you have spent a fair amount of time investigating the properties of your transmuted Ephesus, Ephesus, cerebri, a strange mutation that manifested after you went through a major traumatic event when you were 7. It is disconcerting and has brought you many a sleepless night. You believe it has something to do with the bouts of dizzying headaches you experience from time to time, and unpleasant events that leave you fuzzy at the edges, sometimes resulting in mind visual hallucinations. Damn, gotta get a soul. In the process of looking for new insight into your condition, you have developed a certain fascination with the concept of alternate dimensions. It is an esoteric place to look for answers, but you might as well exhaust all of your options, as unlikely as they are to yield any results. Although you have yet to arrive at any concrete answers, you can sometimes hear static like sounds through your multiversal communicator. These incidents have been happening with increasing frequency, and the droning noise tends to stick in your mind well after you shut communications down. But it is quite enough that it doesn't bother you if you don't think about it. Your troll tag is Macrob uh, uh, Exude, and you always keep your eyes looking forward during conversation. What will you do, Arcus, Osius? Mourn the loss of your subject. You can't mourn something that was never alive to begin with. Not since you've had them, at least. Their soul remains lost, and you were so close. You will, however, mourn the time your associate spent stitching that body back together, only for it to be a complete waste. Alas, no sedative in the world can quell the burst of vitality that comes over a subject after the revivification process. The unbridled hostility is also an unfortunate side effect. It was for the best that you ended this relationship with extreme prejudice. Axios. Examine poster of troll body. What the? Little tiny thing. This is no mere poster. It is a legitimate document salvaged from the Renaissance. Thousands of research hours, documents, breakthroughs, all irrevocably lost in the chaos that tore the foundations of the world apart. This is one of the precious few items to have survived this long. It belonged to a great scientific mind of the period, whose work advances field of study by very significant margins, a true vanguard of the empirical and technological, techn, technologi- technological. Yes, yes. You are lucky to be able to display study of the idea troll figure on your walls. A great shame it is so torn. You really wish you could see what the complete picture looks like. Calm down, man. Examine Parasite. Ah, yes. Here is the reason your test subjects roam a post-mortem. These cryptic little creatures, who embedded, who embed themselves within a host body in order to take hold of their motor functions and use it as an incubator for their young. Their lifespan is rather short when left without this burrow protective shell. Of course, The body eventually starts to deteriorate with time. If it hadn't already been rotting at the start, once it has been used to its limit, the parasite will leave the old host in search for a fresher option, and the cycle begins anew. All of these horrid, repulsive husks housing wretched creatures that only exist to self replicate. It makes you sick. Sick with curiosity. So little is known about them, their biology, detailed behavioral patterns, origins. It is a field ripe for study, and since you are the only scientifically minded soul for expanses, it might as well be you who does the studying. You've already accumulated several pages worth of notes. They can be quite the new nuisance, though. True, but you've nonetheless found a shared give and take with the strange life forms. After their extraction, the cadaver left behind is ripe for testing. Akis, check computer. Bum, bum, bum. You haven't had the time to check your supercomputer lately. As much as you'd like to keep in more frequent touch with your friends, you simply cannot waste hours on aimless chatting. You are always free to contact. They are always free to contact you, of course, on the off chance that there is something of critical import going on. If you were to get a response from your multiversal communicator, you would also respond post haste. Post haste. Sad. But you've previously mentioned that has not happened so far. Oh, okay. You might as well take a quick peek while Rogi finishes his duties. By the faint wailing echoing in the background, he's probably still not done. Your Scorp theme is Essential Elements, an alternate version of formative fundamentals. Both themes represent the same thing, but you prefer the cleaner cut of this one. You're a bit of an orderly perfectionist, which is why you like to keep your screen free of clutter. Speaking of which, something about your theme seems off. Where did that group chat come from? It's ruining your setup's balance. Oh, your mate spread has messaged you again. You should answer her while you still have the chance. Akius, answer Elsie. Well, open Scorp log. Oh whoa. Cool. Akius. This is horrible. Please answer. I really need to speak with you. I promise I wouldn't have bothered you again so soon if it wasn't so serious. This is definitely an emergency, I think. No, not think. It is for sure. Everything is just awful right now. I'm kind of freaking out. I don't like what's happening at all. It would be really helpful if you could just answer me. Akis, please. Akis. Asius. Yeah. Asius, you bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm just really stressed out right now. Where are you? Uh, you know, this person reminds me of somebody I know in real life. A couple people. What are you? What are you doing? That's taking so goddamn long. It's been hours since we've talked. I know you said you'd be busy for a while, but do you ever take a break at all? Get over here. I'm probably going to die of sheer panic and distress before you answer me. At this rate, maybe I should just go wallow in the mud. That the but the cold wet sludge would soothe my nerves. What? What is going on? There you are. Yes, here I am. Why were you yelling and begging so frantically? Did I miss something? Don't think I was gone that long, all things considered. I guess you weren't. It's just scary when I really need to get in touch with you and you have literally no idea when you might respond. Last time it took you several days to get back to me, but you're here now, so that's a relief. Are you listening? I have a lot to tell you. And you can't say you have to leave. You've got to stay and listen. Back. Hello, back. Please calm down, my dear. I am incredibly sorry for the wait, and I am listening. I didn't know anything of importance was happening tonight, or that anything was happening, period, to be completely honest. Are things happening? Oh, things are happening, very much happening. Yes. Okay. So after I was done talking to you earlier, I decided to try and visit Arctic again. Didn't exactly work out like usual. I was heading back to my tent. On the way back, I saw a huge meteor strike through the sky right towards his hive. So I panicked and ran back trying to help him, but when I made it all the way back there, the place was completely a complete wreck. And it didn't even look like the meteor had actually struck when it really which was really weird. It was a different kind of damage, but Arctic wasn't around anywhere. I poked through his computer to see if I could figure something out, and lo and behold, I found this memo, this big memo apparently sent to everyone but me. He was all nonsense rambling about this game we're all supposed to be playing or something, and the meteor seems to be related to that. So that wasn't fun. I looked around for Arctic a bit more after that, just in case. Then I headed back home and figured I needed to tell you everything since you probably wouldn't have seen the memo either because you don't look at things. And this is kind of a big deal. I'm still pretty shaken up. Yes, I can see this memo right here. It all sounds incredibly hectic and nerve-wracking. Wrecking. I do worry for you. For you, I do worry for Vorat. But must I really read this nonsense about a game? It seems rather trite in comparison to everything else. Besides, we have not sustained a legitimate group activity in over 2 sweeps now. For good reason, if you ask me. If the rest of our friends wish to play it, then that is their business. I, on the other hand, am not interested. I am not a, what's the term? Gamer. It's not about being a gamer. Yeah, sure. I don't like the sound of it myself, but it doesn't seem like this is an opt-in kind of thing. So please read the memo and get back to me when you're done. Also, it might be good to note that you're going to be working with Calder. Sorry about that. I don't think you have the choice in the matter. What? That is no. Oh, he took the mask off. The goggles came off. No. Absurd. Absurd. Impossible. Pointless. Pointless. Nonsensical. Wait. What is this about? Planetary annihilation by a meteor? What is this about being forced to leave everything behind? No, 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 no. This isn't happening. What a tasteless farce. You are not leaving. You can't leave. I seek clarification. Bon done. Oh, okay. Grandiose saturation. Okay, I gotta go back. This guy talked like once, I feel. Or was it like 30 times? No. Was this where he talked? Maybe it was in the second one, not this one. Da, da. Oh, okay, it was the second one, not this one. Oh, I forgot about boob drone. Oh, what I mean? Good enough. Good enough. What do you know about this damned game? What do you have to do with it? That is awfully accusatory and quite a bit brusque. Brusque? Brusque? Brusky? Don't forget your manners, Khaled, especially if you are going to throw baseless accusations at me over a matter you clearly know nothing about. I've no more or less to do with it than you, nor do I possess any extra morsels of knowledge. The game is also undeniably real, by the by, since I imagine you're already in a fit over the mere idea. How can it possibly be real? This is pure fiction. A child's wildest fantasies running unchecked. Who would be able to facilitate such a ludicrous endeavor? Technology like that does not exist, not in sheer processing power, code, or material mechanics. Even those states of the art Even though state of the art reality warping games are nothing but figments of imagination that we take part in. I do not believe it. I cannot believe it.
Gorgeous sentiment. Truly, I am moved. On any other night, I would fully agree with it. Unfortunately, I have already seen enough evidence of this ludicrous endeavor to know it is undeniably emotion.
Loath as I am to admit, I am powerless in this situation, and so are you. Are you going to have to you are going to have to face this truth just the same as I have, unless you wish to meet an early end and cause the death of several others. There's nothing you can do about it. You may continue to deny this reality for a while longer, but when the time comes for you to take action, you will find yourself running short on excuses to cower behind. And you'd do well to step up to this challenge for all of our sakes. Now, if you will excuse me, I've got a game of my own to attend to. We will speak again later when it is necessary. I'm sure you are looking forward to it. Bop. Okay. He's pissed. I'm liking this guy so far. Okay, I'll be right back though. Um, I am back. Hello, it's me. Oh my gosh, I'm back. Yes. Mm-hmm. Back with the story. We are. What page am I on now? 416. Oh, okay. Okay. Um. hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Pardon. This may not seem like the most appropriate time to interject, but the Prince of Blood has reminded me that there is something I've yet to explain about these characters. That, and he seems to be in need of a moment or two alone with his thoughts. Let us give him a bit of space. See, I am a keeper of promises. Even, even promises you didn't know were promises. That too is a promise. Did I break this? Oh, okay, it's working now. It's working now. Okay. Allow me to explain. Repetonian romance. Oh, okay. This guy's a Prince of Blood. Dr. Collier, being our blood player, is heavily entangled with the meaning of relationships. the bonds people form as individuals and as a collective, and the responsibilities and the weight that comes with such the constraints and expectations. This is also something his entire species is heavily invested in, for better and for worse. I must say, Ripetonians possess one of the most complex systems of interlocking relationships I have ever observed. It is incredibly intricate, yet so consistent. We could even call it uniform, but I suppose suits would be the most accurate descriptor. Ripetonian romance, totally different from Alternian romance. Yes, that was a joke. I am very proud of it. Repetonians conceptualize romantic desires as belonging to one of three distinct types of relationships, with a fourth one happening on a more temporary basis when the need for it arises. The so called quadrants I may have mentioned before. Some of these relationships are traditionally sexual in nature, while some of them are not. We will be reviewing what each of these quadrants entail a bit further in. Repertory quadrants are what we wish Alternian romance was like. As I've said earlier, these relationships are not related to reproduction. What they are related to, according to the planet-wide held belief, is a power said to dwell within each and every person, a power that controls mind and body, completely individual and lying at the core of one's every decision, the soul. The average troll has confidence in the fact that, within three of these four quadrants, they are meant to have a soulmate, someone perfectly suited to either complement, oppose, or nurture you in a way no other can. Some believe the process of finding this special person occurs as a natural part of your journey through life. Others say it is happenstance, a matter of being at the right place at the right time, and others still hold true that it is an uphill battle of constant dedication and search. But in the end, all have utmost faith in this force that is inevitably bringing people together. As you can imagine, what each individual form desires from an amorous perspective has, more often than not, a tendency to be complicated. This is what I love. No. Ah, okay. Examine flush quadrants. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Sheesh. It's like a little a mixy matchy. I guess they're like the oldest ones, so I guess it does make sense for them to have. No, they're all like, are they? No, they're all the same age. She seems older though. I assume she's older. I can't remember their ages. Are they all the same age? They probably are. I'm just assuming they're all the same age. Uh, current state relationships with current batch of 12 trolls. Ah, a good diagram, yes. Huh. That's interesting. This guy only has like the one connection. Especially they are all the same age. Yeah. That's interesting. It's just one. Hmm. Same with this person. But we haven't met this person yet. Right? Yeah, yeah. We haven't met her. Uh, have we? I don't. Have we really met her? Have we? I can't remember now. I want to say. Hmm. Did we only see her for a moment? Is it these three that we need more of? Love the only one with the ashen being Oculus. Hmm. Yeah. Who's your fave in Vast Air? Um. Taz so far. Mr. Science Guy. Fuck, which one is this one? Mr. Science Guy. This looks like Mr. Science Guy. He's up here though. Like he's like right there. Mr. Science Guy. Archic's at the bottom because I relate to this person a little too much. So they have to be down there. Oh, so we did meet this one if they're there. Okay. Damn, they must have left no impression on me. Well, Oculus and the 2. That's fair. That's the other one. But why Troll Pinkie Pie is in C tier? I mean, because they couldn't be lower than ArcJet. Because ArcJet is me, for real, for real. Yeah, speaking of Pinkie Pie, though, Pinkie Pie is kind of the worst of the main 6 in Gen 4. Throwing that out there. Okay. Pretty sure you're close to meeting the other fish guy. Okay. Am I close to meeting Weird Al? Oh my god, is Weird Al gonna end up with this one? Just like in My Little Pony and have a child with the Pinkie Pie of this universe? Pinkie Pie fans are gonna hate you. I'm so scared. I don't know. Okay, so, okay. It's easy to be talking about My Little Pony, kind of. Okay, so Pinkie Pie instantly became my least favorite in the first episode because Smile at the Ghosties or whatever sucks. That song does not smack. That's it. That's all I wanted to say on that real quick, actually. That's all that needs to be said. Is that what the song's called? Smile at the Ghosties. Ghouls? Smile at the Ghostie. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh? 2? Oh, there's a question mark there. So wait. Listen to the real Smile song. The 2 have me interested here. Examine flushed quadrant. Oh. Oh my. Did he shoot her? When two people find themselves in this relationship, they are said to be mate sprits, a quadrant of a highly touted variety. It is considered an achievement to have one of your own due to an extensive amount of personal growth one must have surely gone through in order to sustain it. Although, okay, having Shirley here really does add a lot to this statement. Although, some have more luck finding their flushed match than others. Examine Calgenius quadrant. These type of like creatures like throw me off. I really don't like these types of like creatures. I don't know why. No. Saucy right here. They're a bit of a fantasy creature. Damn. This duo might be the best duo, though. When a pair delves into this quadrant, they become each other's kismises. Kismises. It's quite the unique relationship, founded on an intense and driven romantic rivalry where both parties are expected to pressure each other into betterment, not only as trolls, but also as partners. A tough love philosophy, if you will. The vitriolic, I can't read, nature of this quadrant makes it in makes it a relationship that is usually not sought after with intent. It is said that when you meet your destined Kelgenius partner, the contemption feelings rise up within you in a sudden burst of spades fueled passion, giving you no choice but to confront them. Kismeses fill each other with concern and outrage, as well as admiration, a volatile combination to allow into one's life, but at times a necessary one. Kismicitudes tend to be a difficult burden to bear, but if circumstances align just right, they can lead you into being the best possible version of yourself. Mop. Oh. Mm, mm. Wait. Uh, hmm. Okay, I had to look something up. And yet, no matter how thoughtful and selective one is in the search of a soulmate, relationships still are broken off on occasion. It is a sad fact of all romantic entanglements that even the ones you are sure will be yours forever could eventually come to an end. However, it is one of two massive societal taboos to do this post physical coupling, which brings us to another important aspect of these specific quadrants. When two trolls consummate their relationship, cementing themselves as either flesh or caligenous partners, they are chemically bound in the process to have and to hold one another for as long as they may live. Once this commitment is taken, the couple must then be in frequent contact, lest they suffer physical and emotional consequences akin to that of withdrawal. Holy shit, is this just Omegaverse? Is this Omegaverse in a way? Like, so this vast area count as Omegaverse? Sorry, I like recently actually learned what Omegaverse was at a panel. Hmm. No, no, it's. I don't think. No, it doesn't because it's missing an important part of it. Actually, it is missing one important part of it that I don't think they've mentioned or will mention. But okay, it's interesting. Second Omegaverse reference in streams. Ordinarily, this scenario is easy to avoid unless one of the involved parties is absent for long periods of time or passes away. In the event, treatment and specialized care. Oh, in the event that this should happen, these symptoms can be mitigated through treatment and specialized care. Regardless, it is an extremely tedious, long, and painful process with or without pale support to help you through it. Even then, the attachment to lost partners will not fade, no matter how much time has passed. To commit the second taboo of recoupling after loss is not only unthinkable from a moral and physiological standpoint, but also useless when it comes to easing past aches. Aw. And within a system so mirrored in absolutes, what of trolls who question the nature of their feelings and those of their proposed romantic partners? Perhaps a falling out of relationship might cause two potential soulmates to never be, despite their desires. A tragic thought. Misunderstandings, rash decisions, hurt left to fester. If genuine self reflection is not on the table, an alienation of this magnitude might very well cause any sentiments between such trolls to stagnate, no matter how destined they may be. Even more distressing would be a situation wherein an established pair's feelings change over time. Unthinkable. Is the very idea of a soulmate not something that warrants zero margin for error? No reconsideration or second thoughts? Surely, such a drastic change in a relationship would be frowned upon if it were to be brought up in a polite conversation. And so, it almost never is. Not to the world at large, and not to one's own partner. Were a troll to question this phenomena, it would likely lead them to question who they are and what they need in their life. Most would rather forget about the matter entirely. Examine pale quadrant. Oh my. Uh, when two trolls find themselves in this quadrant, they are said to be moirels. While the exact amount of physical passion displayed in any given moral allegiance can vary according to the couple's desires, one thing remains true across the board. Moral allegiances do not dwell in bonding. The mere idea of it, scandalous. Morels serve a very important social purpose, however. Kryptonians are just as dysfunctional and unstable as the planet they inhabit, and such a troubled existence requires a support system. Someone to help you through your emotional grievances, to keep you from succumbing to self made ruin. To be a morel is to commit yourself to being another's balance, a safe harbor away from life's many storms, a listening ear to anguish outcries, and a source of grounded advice, and also a host to occasional pity parties for your other half whenever the need for it arises. Additionally, the Pale Quadrant features a unique dynamic with what is, in my opinion, the most curious relationship of all. Hashtag Rails who pale. Examination quadrant. Uh, this quadrant, unlike all previous ones, involves more than two individuals and is not predicated on romance in and of itself. It is also notable for being the only quadrant that's supposed to happen on a strictly temporary basis. When two trolls are locked into a romantic feud, a third one can intervene and become their auspicious. It is their duty, then, to mediate between the duo, playing the role of peacekeeper and distancing both parties from each other. This quadrant usually comes into play in the event of a pitch or flush relationship ending on a hostile note. The ensuing fallout can have catastrophic ramifications if left unaddressed, both for ex partners in questions and for any surrounding friendships that may or may not be involved. It is customary for the morals of the feuding trolls to assume the position of auspicious. If there are no morals available to do so, non-associated parties may step up for a time. But to auspicize is to commit yourself to an extremely taxing and high stress work that requires no short amount of dedication. Nonetheless, it is an integral part of the overarching romantic conventions of Repeton. A strange relationship to be placed on the same level of importance as all the other de facto romantic entanglements, indeed. I suppose it only goes to show the level of importance Repetonians ascribe to the affairs of the heart. Dun, 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 dun. It is no surprise, then, that cliques of trolls are very much the bread and butter of this planet. With the gradual decline of environment and steady march towards societal collapse, belonging to a close knit group of friends can be a balm. Oh, can be a balm for one's soul, along with the romances that invariably blossom from it. The mere fact that you are able to make these connections in the first place gives enough reason to solidify, soldier on and stay alive. Damn. Huh. And yet, there are those who feel otherwise. Ah, to be apathetic towards one's friends, romantic interests, and life itself is considered an abnormal and worrying condition. Sympathetic trolls are inclined to find this brooding adolescent period where the individual in question is not ready for any attachments, a transient state of growth. Others are far less accepting, thinking of it as the symptoms of a broken person. These broken people are, in most cases, left to think the same as the detractors. They are left with a hollow space in their chests, where their souls sink ad infinitum, an insistent sense of nothingness that permeates every facet of their lives, every dull hour of every waking day, a thick gray fog that covers their thoughts, sticking to their minds and refusing to let go, like an opaque filter that warps their perception of what is and what isn't. They are left to feel like none of their choices have any meaning whatsoever. They are left to feel the same way that our protagonist feels at every waking moment. That was an alright segue. Arctic, take a look around. But you can't see anything from where you're standing. It's all kind of blending together in the distance, which wouldn't even bother you if you had the slightest clue about what you're supposed to do. Oh, it's a weird snake guy. That's what that thing was. It's like the Dora the Explorer flute, but a snake. Colorful snake. Ugh. I have been waiting my entire life to find you here. XTXT. Nah, fuck XTXT. Yeah, fuck to you too. Welcome to my home. You have created me and also this wonderful place that I live in. I am eternally grateful. XTXT. Slither veins. We've got talking slither veins. I can't XTXT. You know what? XTXT. Yes, of course we've got those. XTXT. Because every conceivable metric, there shouldn't be any boisterous, peppy serpents talking to me. XTXT. Which is exactly why, with the addition of all these fresh new non-rational laws of physics, they need to exist, and they also need to love me specifically. XTXT, consider my fate accepted, XTXT. You are very observant. I like you, XTXT. What do you want from me, XTXT? I do not know why, but I feel compelled to tell you at least 3 whole things. Perhaps even more. XTXT. I'll keep a tally in my head, XTXT. Might as well count all the blessings that I much do not have while I'm at it, XTXT. Cool. First things first is that you should check that terminal over there. XTXT. Why? XTXT. I do not know. It is a mystery, but you've gotta. Don't worry. I will not watch if it makes you uncomfortable. XTXT. Yeah. Please don't. XTXT. Arctic, use terminal. But I like this guy. The snakely eyes start boring a hole into your back as soon as you turn around. Well, time to figure out how to turn this thing on. You place your hand on what seems to be a very wide trackpad and are greeted with a familiar sight. Since first milestone to talk. From hell and back. Okay. We're leveling up. Oh, I guess probably not, but no, we were leveling up. Level 3. Looks like a few things have been updated since your entry. You are now sitting pretty at a decent level 3, with a little bit of extra progress on the side. Your time limit has also been reset and seems to be stationary. Must be in the clear on that front for now. The static still hasn't been cleared from the screen. You're going to have some choice words about proper user interfaces whenever you meet the guy who's behind all of this. As another plus, you seem to have gotten a handful of base level achievements out of the way. You don't feel very successful by any of these metrics, mainly on account of that pesky Scorp icon bothering you. Arjek, chicken fodder. Boy, oh boy, you can't say you're exactly aching to get into either of these conversations. Let's see if you can stomach one, at least for her sake. Answer Elsie. Oh shit. Is this like legible? Is it in English too, though? Huh, okay. That'd be fun to read. Arjak, are you there by any chance? Arjak is really running out of ideas for these. Just don't. You know why you shouldn't at this point, right? Ah, seriously, when are you going to turn off these annoying little notifications off? They make it so much harder to message you about important stuff. Like, I've been trying to do it for the whole night. Don't worry about the specifics, but never mind. You'll realize why I'm super fucking worried and also in the know at some point. Really, wish I was told about all that directly. Would have been real nice to have gotten that info through conventional means. I'm honestly kind of tired of huffing and puffing about it though. So I'm going to get over myself now. All right. Whenever you get the chance, there are quite a few things we need to talk about. Maybe like just go ahead and take a second to mentally prepare for that after you read this. I don't I know I'm going to need to bum 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 XD XD. We both know there's no mentally preparing for moments like these. XD. I almost find it insulting that you'd insinuate I would respond with a second thought rather than just barrel through this conversation with the objective of getting it done as fast as possible. XD. Let's give this phenomenon a name. I'm thinking the contradiction of junction paradox. XD. It will henceforth apply to each and every conversation we may or may not have. XD. What do you say? Oh my god. Hey, I'm so happy to hear from you. XD. You should stop that. XD. Fuck you. No. I've been avoided, left in the dust and shoved around by fishy bastards and stupid fates all night long. So I'm allowing myself one solitary moment to enjoy the little things. Let me have this, Archek. XD. Hey, it's your prerogative and unceremonial carcass shoveling. XD. Sorry that I never got the chance to say anything about Merritt giving you the double room annexing, though. XD. Which is to say, he didn't give you an annexing at all. XD. I really don't have the slightest clue what he thought that would accomplish. It's just an almighty round of stupid for someone who prides himself on being an impenetrable loaf of willy contradictions. XD. Don't let him know I called him an impenetrable loaf, by the way. I do not want any more of his data ransacking viruses on my computer. XD. Yeah, you don't need to take care of that. I could barely navigate through the mess. XD. Wait, XD. You what? XD. Yes. XD. I'm going to need some elaboration here. XD. Well, remember how I said there were some things we needed to discuss? I feel that one of them, you see, I was out on some important business and I just so happened to see a big meteor heading right towards your hive. I didn't know anything about the game at the time, and place was completely trash when I got there, so I went in and investigated. Excuse me, Elsie, were you the one who plinked my fucking window, causing me to fall 2 stories down into the mud? XD. Who? Me? No. XD. You are. by far the worst liar on this planet, which is really saying something because Repeton is absolutely crawling with those. XTXT. God damn it, XTXT. I'm sorry. XTXT. XD. Wow. Well, there we have it. Another mystery solved, and yet another unknown crisis still waiting just around the corner as I valiantly stumble through this unfathomable mess of a night. XTXT. What other events have you been around for without my knowledge, XTXT?
Well, life is just full of mysteries, some of which you hopefully work out one day, and some of which you won't. But the mystery we should be focusing on right now is the one related to the spooky situation we find ourselves in. Where are you exactly?
XTXT. Wow, I think I know how you got so good at dancing in the first place with all this twirling around the subject that you're doing, XTXT. I'm not dropping this, just putting it on hold, especially since you're to blame for a crumpled spine and quite a few other actions I'm ashamed to admit happened. XTXT. But alas, time is of the essence or whatever, so I'll join your little routine, XTXT. I don't fucking know, XTXT. The reason I never contacted you myself is that the game and Taz were simultaneously got dropped on me, XTXT.
Oh, please. Don't make me think you're her. Think about her on top of everything else. I'm begging you.
XTXT. If I had to suffer through it, then so do you, XTXT. Anyway, we went through the motion according to Mert's lowdown of the rules, and what we gleaned through a tutorial in the game's UI, which I still don't know how I got in the first place, XTXT. But the whole process is what led to the destruction of my humble abode and took me into the game proper, XTXT. Since then, I've been informed by Zahan Puriu, who is my denizen of breath, that this is a planet crafted by my underlying will or some magical bullshit like that. XTXT.
Is that how? Who? Denizen of what? You have a planet?
XTXT. Yeah. He's a big fucking draconian looking bastard made of wind that I released from a box. Can make whole worlds appear out of literal thin air, XTXT. But he'd make that a joke too, XTXT.
What? I can't even parse this.
XTXT. Oh, don't worry. You don't need to parse a damn thing because this is a game, Elsie. XTXT. And what game isn't filled with a load of pointless crap for you to fondle your knob skinners over until you reach a point where it deems you smart enough to move forward, XTXT.
Oh, a good one.
XTXT. Well, this isn't a very good game so far, XTXT. Sorry to break it to you. Oh, no, I skipped one. XTXT.
I think even the most enjoyable game and the experiences might be kind of ruined with the forced participation via death threats. Which remind me, I saw some weird symbols scattered around the memo. Are those actually part of your game? Entering whatever? They look kind of familiar.
XTXT. May I be candid with you, XTXT? Those things have been a part of my life since I was young, XTXT. Can't say I was surprised to see them. I've got my own little theories to what's going on, XTXT. I kinda had to tell Taz too, since I had no other place those personal entry codes could have come from, XTXT.
Then it really does line up with what's in here.
XTXT. What's lining up, XTXT?
I don't think you'll remember it. There's this book that I consult with from time to time. It's been with me for as long as I've been alive. I won't get into the specifics of what it's about or who wrote it. It's probably not important right now. What matters is that there are a lot of circumstantial pieces that never managed to put together growing up. I never managed to put together growing up. There's so many pages missing, torn out. It didn't occur to me that it was meant to offer anything beyond a few enchantments for my staff and generalized wisdom. But there's way too many coincidences for it to not mean something.
XTXT. Are you saying you can solve these stupid riddles being dangled over our heads?
XTXT. I'm saying that I think this game
might be bigger than any of us are asking. I was planning on telling everybody what I found in the new memo. Then I'm going to be the bigger person about it too. No being a staunch bitch. I'll even let him in on everything. You're welcome to be there too, but I think this is more for the benefit of those who haven't gotten into the game yet. Don't question it, please. I promise I'll explain it in the memo soon. XTXT. You really do raise a lot of questions, then you answer them, XTXT. And you're going to have to trust me, I think. XTXT. After you've been stalking me for who knows how long, XTXT. It's not like that. I just wanted to meet you, and I had no idea how to go about it for a lot of reasons. Nothing weird or creepy intended. XTXT. You mean besides it absolutely being weird and creepy no matter how you look at it? XTXT. Oh my god. Shut up. XDXD. I'm not actually mad, XDXD. XDXD. I mean, if I had to choose from a slim pickings of few people I'd still force myself to respond to, I wouldn't mind meeting up with you under the right conditions, XDXD. XDXD. Which is basically the exact opposite of what happened tonight, XD. Which we get the chance to talk again in a non-stressful environment. We could try to work something out, XD. But I kind of need to get back in the wonderful world of whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be playing, XD. There's a technicolor snake that's been staring at my back this entire conversation, and he's just dying to make friends with me, XD. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a shot, probably, XD. I'll try to keep in touch, XD. Also, I'm serious about you not wearing over me, XD. You're just going to get hurt that way, XD. Oh, shit, I forgot. I mentioned you're delicious. Shit. Arctic, read messages from Taz. That's a mood, Arctic. Congratulations. Man, I probably did their voice like way wrong here. I go back. I've done this 4 times already. This time will be it. Yes. Well, I've only ever seen the ones in my dreams, XD. But with the way the pieces of this absurd puzzle are starting to align, I don't see why Mert would mention them if they were useless, or why. Frozen face. You've got this. Oh, XD, maybe. XD. Yeah, I did, XD. And after you ruined my life, I grew up. XD. Just like you're really showing me otherwise. You're complete backwards swerve. You're complete backwards. Yeah, that's close enough. Oh my god. Professor passed you. Had a frozen face. Yes, he did. Ah, congratulations, you made it into the game. Is disappointed in you at this point. Yeah, you're welcome. I have had a few choice cuts of all the shit you spewed that I needed to push back in your direction. Have to drag this on, but you don't get to walk out on me like that. First off, don't you ever use my full name again, or I swear I'm going to churn out a brand new spanking new method of misery to slug you through if I happen upon your disjointed flappy sack of a face in the future. Second, you really have to work on your timing. That box fiasco shouldn't have thrown you so much that you started to falter. Granted, neither of us could have expected that to happen, but no matter how shaken you were, how you feel you didn't want to go in, there was no other choice. I wasn't going to let you fumble what we were working on at the last second, so I did what I had to do, like always. After you made it, I was immediately put in your position, got paired up with fucking Liven. Just like he said I would. Have big, smarmy ass holler tempered. At the very fucking least, you chuck back what I sling your way. I'll be damned if I ever get a single strong opinion out of his damn dormant canine jaws. haven't changed one bit since the split. But anyway, that's where I'm at. I'll be going through the same shit as you. I'm sure. Maybe we really aren't going to end up that different after all. Answer me when you get the chance so I know I didn't kill you. Bup. Yeah, right. That's the bright play, Arjek. Arjek resumed talk with colorful snake. That guy's rad. XDXD. All right, guy. I think I saw everything I needed to see at the terminal. XDXD. That was the first thing you were supposed to tell me. So go ahead and hiss out the next two, XDXD. The quicker you do, the quicker I can stop talking. So, you know. Oh. Ah. XDXD. Chop chop. XDXD. Or hiss, I guess. XDXD. One of the two, XDXD. I mean, both of the two. Just say both things you need to tell me, alright, XDXD. Is Sky my name? XDXD. I don't know, man. Come on, XDXD. You didn't think Slithervein or Vibrant Serpent were your names. Why would you take a liking to Guy of all things, XDXD? That's about the plainest thing you could call someone you probably won't ever see again, XDXD, which is our current predicament, XDXD. I don't think that is true at all. We will meet again, I am sure. XDXD. Oh, what makes you so sure, XDXD? It's in the winds. As long as they blow, I know that you are here and can be found. They tell me many things, and they can go any which way. But that doesn't really matter to me. What really matters is an amazing new name. My amazing new name. It's just so namely ends. It has so much guyish charm. You must have a very active imagination. XDXD. I really don't. XDXD. If anything, I'm about to have a very active scream into these damn winds if you as a spirit guide, unless we keep this conversation on track, XDXD. That's okay. I'm sure the winds would love to hear from you. But the matter of my naming was the second thing, actually. XDXD, you're kidding me. XDXD. Nope. I just really want to be named by an aspect holder. XDXD. An aspect holder. XDXD. That's you. Oh, what a dream come true. Barely a few minutes of being alive, and not only do I have a name, but I have also fulfilled my lifelong wish. I can die happy. But you can't do that, because you need to follow this very cool path we are standing on right now. This is the third and biggest thing. The winds told me that one, for sure. XDXD. And that would have been my first guess. I don't think this conclusion could have been more drawn out if we tried, XDC. Pretty convenient, huh? You have to follow it down there, so you can find the special place. XDC, be honest. Is there anything actually special about this special place, XD? Well, there are going to be a few creatures waiting to, as you would say, fucking kill you. XDC, wow. That is pretty special, XDC. Right? Do you have a weapon on hand for potential brawlings? Arctic, equip yourself. Equip yourself before you wreck yourself. XDXD. I don't really have a proper weapon. XDXD. More like a glorified stick attached to a dull blade that makes me fall down a lot. Excellent choice. Wait, where are you going? Oh, right. Damn. Who are you again? Receive your first quest from a consort. XDXD. Yep, you gave me the thing to do, and sure enough, here I am on my way to do it. XDXD. Going to be living out a subconscious dream of mine while I'm at it, apparently. XDXD. I'm going to go out into the wild and become a goddamn aspect holder or whatever it is you said. No skill or effort required, XDXD. I'm going on a fucking adventure. The good old hero's journey, XDXD. Oh, well, good. Do you know what the secret place looks like, though? XDXD, I'll figure it out. XDXD. This planet is nothing but blurry edges, black and white. I'm sure it'll be hard to miss, XDXD. That is not how I see this place at all. But if you say so, okay, I guess. Be safe. I love you. XDXD. Hey, never say that again. Thanks, X60. Can do. Bop. Oh, are we seeing Taz's POV then? So we saw him ignore. Oh fuck, she's staring it down. She's gonna whoop his ass. Hey, are you good? You don't usually space out like that. I'm fine. We need to keep moving. Oh, two. He's a true gamer. Hmm. All right. Regular codes are in. Got the pillar things too. So, that first set of symbols was the easy part. Now we have to deal with the obnoxious, not so easy part of figuring out where the other set is, since it's supposed to be in a different place each time. I sure as hell don't have any magical dream paper just lying around, and I can't think of anything I've seen around here that even remotely resembles those symbols. So fuck if I have any clue what these codes could be. That's so sad. Well, we're figuring it out. I might be a sec. Trying to wrap up a thing over here. You better not be playing that ridiculous game, because if you are, I will not hesitate to bust your stupid double device up into tiny smithereens and shove all of them down your puny throat. No. I am definitely not doing that. And I'm also definitely not doing it with Merritt, especially after you told me to quit it multiple times. You are you're the absolute worst at taking anything seriously at all. I swear your attention span is on par of that of a sort of lifeless replicas you stitched together. No, scratch that. Those stuffed hides definitely have more going on for them, because at the very least, they can sit in the same place for extended periods of time without running off to do something else every 2 seconds. Bop. I guess you're right. But have you considered that it's fun, though? And technically, he did have my attention first. Oh, did I tell you about our fake high five? That was cool. The last time. Keep your focus here while our lives are at stake, or my vengeful spirit will come down to your rancid cave to make whatever fraction of a life you have left is nothing but a trial of torment. I've already had to divert you from that unholy apparatus once. Thank God someone here has the ability to care about what they're doing. Or else, you'd still be stuck in your gaudy chamber full of musty animal carcasses, not noticing me until much too late. Oh, wait. Ha! That almost just happened. Gosh, okay, fine. It's just, it's not that big of a deal. Just because you don't like to have fun doesn't mean I can't. This isn't a game. Well, actually, shut up. Shutting up. Anyway, there's gotta be some sort of clue around somewhere. There better be. Otherwise, we're going to have an actual fucking problem. Isn't that like why you came out here in the first place? No, we came out here because my loyal custodian sucks shit straight from the bellowing regal anus tap and won't shut up either. She's making such a racket. I hope you're enjoying the rapturous and chattering, because this is my every night. I can't even think with all this panic squabbling. Hold on. Elsie, begin memo. Oh, it's the memo time. Annexed. The whole crew. Yes, the whole crew. Okay. Oh, he withdrawn from it instantly. Rink a dink, a thinking time. Okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and leave like that. By the way, thanks for letting me know about this game. I really appreciate it. Goodbye. Okay. I know this is very sudden, and that most of you don't really speak to me all that much, and probably don't want to for that matter. There's a lot I could say to try and sell my case that I'm good and trustworthy because we share the same vague group ties, but that's not important right now. What you need to know is that I'm here to give you some information. you've gotten plenty already about the general workings of the game and such. And that's great and all. And I'm sure it's been helpful, but there's a part of this puzzle that's hidden away, just out of sight. One that I'm pretty sure you're going to need, all right? This might sound sort of sketchy, but you're gonna have to roll with it. For those unaware, here's the skitty. My name is Elsie, and I've and I have had this big problem. Important book filled with ancient knowledge for as long as I can remember. It's covered page to page with all sorts of arcane information. Most of it is directed at me specifically, and it's meant a lot to me growing up in more ways than I can count. But what matters is that one of the sections here has a few hints that are supposed to help you guys enter the game. So if there are no objections, I think it'd be best collective interest to get the show in full swing. Has reposted to recording time. Oh, please. What relevant information could you possibly have that Turkin did not already relate to us in his own memo? At least when it comes to him, I am well aware of the credit his information holds, as distasteful of a source as he may be. But magical books, esoteric wisdom, and claims with no traceable source, how ridiculous, quaint even. Perhaps I should have followed in his footsteps and made an early retreat myself. I'll give you a few points for being self-aware enough to realize that this sudden advance appears unorthodox at best, from an outside perspective. But that is all about the I can say. If I were you, I would stop talking before I embarrass myself further. We have everything we need without your assistance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't. Maybe you should hear me out and let me finish before you start being chauvinistic jerk about it. And I'm pretty sure I just told you to be quiet. Furbished facility. Oh, this is the first time they've talked, right? Uh, no. Didn't mean to send that. Forget said anything. Oh, wait, please don't go. This is important for you too. Oh, why don't you even know my name or who I am? There's nothing for me here. Hey, you didn't know my name until now either, probably. There's something we could connect over. Step off. Forget it. Bye. Bye. Yeah, bye. Yeah. Yeah. Silence from oh, from responding to on silence or anything. I hit the wrong button. Don't say anything. Purpose from headband. Yes. FF. Well, you have certainly sold me on your ability to commandeer this exchange. I am being facetious, of course. Do let me know whenever you learned how to construct an argument properly. Grandiose saturation has withdrawn from ring-a-ding thinking time. This artifact has repulsive ring-a-ding thinking time. Hey, Liven, thank goodness. Now there's someone agreeable. Oh, yeah, super agreeable. 1200%. But, you said you've got some hints? I think I could use those right now. We're a little stuck. Don't tell Taz I said that, though. Stuck with what? Those extra personal codes. Taz has no idea where they are. She kind of tore her hive apart looking for them, punching down walls and stuff. I have to admit it was kind of a whole spectacle. That honestly sounds terrible and horrifying, but whatever you say. Guess I came just in time, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, well, I don't really have time to direct answers. I've got a series of short riddles that are probably related to the actual locations, though I couldn't tell you what they are on their own. Pretty sure they are listed in the entry order Merritt gave, so it should be easy to figure out which one applies to whom. We've got accepted, line it up, walls, through the static, where the barren meet the bloom, a place of fading colors. The sign of the end, a sister document, a guiding light, apparitions, and the darkened floor. And I'm not really sure where to start. It's all I have so far. Bleeble Dedence has reposted to Rickadink Thinking Time. Fucking. This is the helmet lady, right? Yeah, the clown, yeah, the clown. Yeah, the clown, but like the joking one, I think, right? Because they have the. That's not Comic Sans. It's a different one. Oh yeah, because they got the helmet on. They got the helmet on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you have a kind of sort of type of player's guide. Some of you guys get really lucky, huh? I know I'm also included in that lucky streak usually, but man, I'm still trying to puzzle this out. This out. Only the slightest of fails. Really, I'm surprised that we are chugging ahead at all in all, because I sure know squat on the subject, even with the aid. As such, I thusly reaffirm your suspicion that we super need this, and I will also go ahead and doubly reaffirm the notion that we need these more. We need more of these true facts. If you've got them handy, with my keen mind, I'm sensing that we are probably going to have to think outside the box for these things. So the only way to get the true facts is if we hold the sensibilities that are true enough to see the process through. Truly, I, I, I have a true fact for you. Finally, please feed me the truest of truths. As per usual, you can recognize people by their colors. As usual, you can recognize people by their colors. It'll take a little bit to get used to the colors. Homestuck drip fed it. This somewhat drip fed it, but it's already so many, uh, uh, you're so weird, and you say weird things, like a lot. What? That's a lie. I reject your truth. Everyone I have ever met has told me that I'm cool and the best. Fuck off. Fucking mood, dude. He always reposted it. Rickety thing again. All right, that's enough of that. Stop it, all of you. Oh, we've been spotted. I thought I could gauge the danger meter by the chittering. I was wrong. Liven, you're supposed to be helping me figure out this shit out, not bantering with your mate spreads. We do not need help, and we do not want help, especially not from you, Elsie. Oh. Oh shit. Bop, bop. Uh, okay. I have to go back in time again. Sooner or later, there has to be a good stopping point. Maybe. Maybe. Bothered. Whoa. Shoot on location. Oh. Wait, this guy's talked, right? Wait, has this guy talked? Which one was he again? Sanguine Authority. We met them. I have they talked? Oh well. Oh well. They're the vampire one. Man, I swear they have. Oh well. Oh well. I'm really sorry to further interrupt. I'm really sorry to further interrupt, but cross-referencing the Order Merit Dimensions, I may have some insight as to what I believe to be my own clue, though I suppose it won't be needed for a while. I just thought it would help everyone else have more of an idea what they may be looking for. Elsie, You said you got this out of some old book given to you, right? You can't remember. Yeah, that's right. Well, I have some texts of my own. These old scrolls that I acquired some time ago. Most of which I cannot read, but it might be possible that one of them is the sister document spoken of. I have been getting Albion to translate them, but she's incapacitated for the moment, I believe. Oh, hey, I didn't expect to see you here. We haven't talked in a good long time. This might come off as wrong, but just bear with me here. I'm actually really excited to play this game because we might have the chance to catch up a bit. It feels like ages ago since the cottage project. Hello. It has been a while, yes. I'm sorry for not doing a better job at keeping in touch over time. There has been so much learning for me to do. I am glad for the opportunity to speak more with you again, but I can't say I'm feeling very excited about this game. It's all rather frightening, really. I sort of can't stand it. Yeah, that's understandable, but don't worry. We won't let anything happen to you. I mean, we got you out of the tough spot once. Out of a tough spot once. I'm sure we can do it again. Uh huh. You two are way too nice for your own good. If you bunch of sap suckers don't can it with the schmaltz, I'm going to vomit. It will be plain incomprehensible just how much vomit there will be on the ground. I will barf out every last organ I have sitting inside me. Can you take a moment to calm the fuck down? Can you take a moment to actually think about what the fuck you're doing? I don't need to hear anything from you. There are people here who want to know what's going on. If you've already decided you have the full picture, great. But I only added you because I thought you might have wanted some help. How evil and selfish of me. This isn't about that, and it's not about you either. You're causing a problem by distracting the people who should be worrying about a time-sensitive issue instead of chattering about your cryptic book and scratching their heads over riddles. You're not helping, and neither is this entire league of uncoordinated miscreants. For the matter, especially you, Liven, you people all disgust me with how none of you are considered the circumstances. This is not the moment for you to be bantering for no reason. You should be preparing, and you should fear what's coming because I do. Pernicious Overkill has withdrawn from Rinkadink Thinking Time. Shit! Sorry, guys. Recalls. I'll check in later. Stay safe. Bop. Ugh. Why do you always have to do that? You might have you might have just gotten rid of like our only chance to figure out this puzzle out. A puzzle that you can't solve on your own, mind you. I'm not going to lie to other people just to spare their feelings. Telling others that things are going to be okay when there's no guarantee of it is much worse than anything I could ever do or say to them. They'll live. Well, probably. Not gonna lie though, we could have used that help because we're cutting it down to the wire. Look up. Done. Done. Done, done. Oh, there's nothing hanging on this one. Tensions are on the rise. And when instinct takes over, one can't help but follow it. Mink Mom, retreat to where it's safe. Now, stay out of there, you rind-sick weasel. You know what will happen if you jump. Wait. Creatures feast. Fuck. Oh my god. Taz scream. Oh. Oh my. Fine. Just fucking go. Leave. You were always holding me back anyways. You useless waste of flesh and blood. I spent so much fucking time keeping our bond intact and controlling your urges. I kept you safe in this is my fucking payoff, then fine. Fuck you. Just fucking leave and die already, you dumb fucking animal. Taz, calm yourself. Fuck. You've lost your caretaker. You are not going to be able to cool off that easily, not without a pity party or two. A bond with one's custodian can be as affecting, if not more so, than a bond shared with a quad mate. As you stare down in the black waves, something about the massacre you've witnessed gets your attention. Taz realizes what lies below. Oh, you. You have you have got to be fucking kidding me. Whoa. Hey, what's going on with her? Oh, oh shit. That can't be good. Honestly, wow. Are you okay? You don't sound okay. Oh, yeah. You definitely aren't. Fucked up input codes. Oh yeah, I'm great. Top of the line. Whatever line there is, I am an expanse above it. Absolutely super. Wait. What? How are you putting these in? Where did you get these codes? I don't know, Liven. Where do you think I got them from? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't a fucking candy district. It wasn't a fucking candy district. So, does that mean she was right? I don't care if she was right. I don't care about the fucking hints, okay? Do you know what I care about right now, Liven? I care about you getting me off this godforsaken hollow shell of a planet and into the medium. That's where my mind is at, and that's where it's going to stay. Do you fucking read me? You're kind of freaking me out. Seriously, it feels a little harder to breathe. Good. Then we finally understand each other. Set me up with my gate with the final pieces in place. The sylph of rage and the knight of space had finished their preparations for entry. After inputting the codes found in the lined up blood of her custodian, a new item appeared in her inventory. The final piece to this puzzle. Senior Paragon repository. She knew what she had to do. Despite the objections of her server player, she insisted that he place her activation portal in front of the torture fort. She would square up with the denizen of rage on her own terms. But first, she needed to release it. All portals are rendered inoperable without the corresponding denizen's presence. And then she couldn't leave. She was trapped. She was trapped. The sylph was alone, faced with no lock, cage, and no key. With the prize she so often kills for nowhere in sight, she had to turn to alternate solutions. And despite having all of the correct tools for the job, all the raw strength required to break the hollow block of twisted iron down to the microscopic level, none of it worked. Her time was almost up. There was only one thing left that she could try. She could think to try. The problem being that she didn't have it with her. She had left it outside, in the mad dash finish what she started. This time, she was left with no other option. She needed help. So she screamed and pleaded for something she never wanted in the first place, and this time, oh, fuck. She got it. Dog boy. First place player, yeah. Oh, oh fuck. Bippity boppity bop bip bippity bop bop bippity bop bip. Bippity bip boppity bip bop bop bippity bop boppity. Ah. And it set her free. Bop. Dun dun. Once inside the medium, the sylph and her denizen prowl angry circles around each other. They speak, locked in a circuitous impasse. Damn, it's a loud dog outside. Asboga. Asboga. Asb Asboga? Asbaga? You have a very big mouth for someone who has experienced so little. Oh, I see. You're still saying you know better than I know myself, huh? And I'm supposed to just take that line down? Well, please forgive me for not buying such a lofty claim on the high end variety of fucking goddamn bullshit at face value. Tell me, do you know what my favorite flavor pinfall fuel? Do you or how do I obtain the prize in my 39th unbarbed match? It was a big event. Surely you would know that, wouldn't you? Oh, wise ass guide. Do you know what kind of stance I take on all this guff you've been spewing in my general direction? The precise amount of stock I put in these generic, condescending pieces of unrequested life lessons? Come on, that's an easy one. You know me. Besides, I basically just spelt it out for you. Enough. Enough. You have no one to blame for this attitude but yourself. Your problems are yours alone. Whether you do anything with this fact or not rests upon you. I don't think you have it in you to change. If you continue down this path, all that awaits you is misery and isolation. Maybe that is what you desire deep down. I have never once met a personality that exemplifies so perfectly everything that's wrong with this power. You have incalculable things to learn and deserve no help. But because I am bound by the rules set by my superior, I will be stuck with you throughout your journey. I am truly sorry for anyone you may have within field of your of personal relationships. You deserve to feel the way you do, and you deserve whatever suffering awaits you next. We are done here. Liven, touch base with King Merritt. Dino Gadget. Bop. Okay. Hmm. Do I stop here or continue? That is the question I ask myself. Hmm. 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 I'm not sure. This this feels like a pretty alright spot to stop. Okay. I guess how many pages did I read today? Okay. 478. And what page do we start on? Page 333 or 330. So, okay, a little over 100. It's about the average then. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. I am 478 pages in this. How many pages are there again? Don't want to read what it says. Just want to like cover this. 2,400 something. It said something. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Huh. Put her somewhere now. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I just had to update my list real swift since I met a new character. Hmm. Okay. That was a fair amount in Act Two. I feel. I guess I don't know how long the other one. The other one was like a About 300 pages, right? So, could assume this one's gonna be about 300 some pages too. Maybe longer, maybe less. Hmm. I'm trying to think. Yes, I will be back on Sunday. Had something that came up that might have changed that, but it will not change that. So I'll be back on Sunday. I think, yeah. Watch the Rage player piss off their own Dedison. Uh, should, hmm. It is also just entertaining to see Taz communicate with anybody in this story so far. For the most part, she's a little too a little too much like herself. It's at some points. Uh, okay, and Sunday. What will I be doing Sunday? What was I doing on Sunday again? What did I do last Sunday? I am so lost in the mind right now. Oh, did I read Vast Error on Sunday? Crow Strider AU. uh not so soon. Not so soon. I still need to finish I need to finish the epilogues and then I need to start burning down burning down the house, or is that what it's called? Oh, what's it called? Yeah, burning the house down. Burning the house. I need to start that. That's on my like higher end things. Is burning down the house. They oh actually, when was the last time this was updated in? This was updated last year. Not a lot, but major enough. Okay. Burn down the house. Oh, sorry. Burn down the house itself. Last updated year and a half ago. Eternal September, which is like I think they're part of the same thing. Um Updated last almost like over a year ago now. Wow. Yeah. What is it? Burn down the house. Oh, not burn down the house. The Crow Strider AU has like a little animated thing coming up. Correct? They have like a little animated trailer that was put out there. I think I saw. The animated comic dub trailer. Yes. Yeah, that was like a year ago. Okay. Oh. They posted that on their YouTube 1 year ago. I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna hit the video to see if they have any links in here. Okay, so this is gonna be done by. Do they have anything out by now? Then they probably do by now. Uh, maybe not. Uh, Oh, they do have some stuff. Okay, they're still working on certain things. Okay. Okay. Eldrick Drax is doing that with what did the trailer say? Voft? With Voft's dubbing? Oh yeah, with Voft dubs. The dubbing side of the project. And the delay is okay. Oh wait, okay. What? I have to. Okay, this delay is longer than I thought. Oh, wait, I'm gonna bring the TV back in here. So it should be on this person's channel. Then they said it would be late 2024, hopefully. But I assume that didn't happen. So they're probably still working on that. And they're hoping for the episodes to be released weekly around 14 question mark episodes each around 20 minutes long. Okay. That's like ambitious as shit, actually. Wait, how's this look? I want to read it. Okay, it's not too crazy, but it is fairly crazy. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh. AUW. Okay. Uh, I think I've seen Meraki Sunset as a Patreon now. Looking for like certain things. They have a Patreon now. It's not for this project for themselves, right? Because they're not the ones doing this project. This project is run by this fella, and this fella's working with these fellas. Yeah, if you can see, it should be tiny on the stream right now, but so yeah. So hopefully that comes out fairly soon. I guess maybe not. Hopefully we'll be a little waiting for it. Hmm. So Sunday I will. Oh, I remember what I do. I remember what I'm doing Sunday. I'm gonna read epilogues, a little bit more of the epilogues, and probably play a little more Undertale. Yeah, probably play a little more Undertale. Figure that out more. I think I got to the spot in Undertale where everything's new to me now. I think maybe I was a little further ahead. I did play for a little bit one time. Epilogues on Sunday. Probably read like a little bit. Probably read for an hour or so to get into it. And then on Wednesday, finish out Candy. I could speed it. I could speed it up and like finish on Tuesday. Huh. If I finish on Tuesday though. Undertale in hard mode. Undertale in normal mode. Since you said no yellow names. Hey, man. Hey, I don't. Hard mode is a subjective term if you think about it. Yeah, it's could be normal mode, and everyone else just in otherwise it's easy mode. Who wants the easy mode? Okay, so 41 on page 35. Because I'm on epilogue 8 now. I should finish Candy in one reading. So if I do that Sunday, it would finish it. That might be the play then. I did say on I can post about it. Not too crazy. Not too crazy, yeah. And man, this is Gamzee's almost like a disgusting McJagger if you think about it. Oh, if you don't think about it. Oh. Okay. Uh, if I keep up this pace, maybe I can get through Meat fairly swift. And then finally get to Beyond Canon. Yeah. Okay. That would be the play. So it probably just does make sense to finish this on Sunday instead. And then I lied on last week. Then I lied earlier in this week. Sorry to anyone who heard me lie. Truly am. I am not one of the sort. Yeah. Uh, yeah, okay. So, uh-huh. Hmm. My favorite character in Beyond Canon is the current POV character. A lot of content will open up once the epilogues are finished. It will. There's a lot of content that is open up now. But it's not it's not what everyone wants to like see someone go through, right? If anyone the very character isn't this character, they're a liar. Um see now you're setting me up to like hate on this character now. That's an issue. You're setting me up to hate on this character. My myself am now subconsciously gonna hate on a character whose POV starts at like around this time of year. Because I assume I can still see the dates and Beyond Canon of when pages came out. Or can you see that in normal Homestuck? Maybe I can't actually. I haven't looked at the Homestuck. But you don't know who that is, so you're right. You're right. I also don't know how far Beyond Canon is in anything. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Yeah. Okay. For you'll like Beyond Canon. You'll like a lot of Beyond, I think. I like a lot of things. It takes I was gonna say it takes a lot for me not to like something, but it takes actually very little for me not to like something. Like there was this really there's this manga I was reading that was okay. It wasn't like super good, but it was like readable, enjoyable. Up until the ending, they did timey-wimey shenanigans really annoyingly. It didn't even like fit in like the what are people saying on Twitter now? Using the terms themes and such, right? It didn't even affect, it wasn't even like themes and such type of like time travel. It was just like, hey, let's do this kind of shit. It's kind of annoying. Like actually really awful use of it. And I'm okay with how Chainsaw Man did it. Like I mentioned Chainsaw Man a lot because I actually like the ending fair amount. Um, but yeah, for realsies now though. Thanks for hanging out, chilling out, watching me struggle to read a comic. Yeah, comic. I'll call it a comic. And yeah, bye.